So we're going to look at a case study on decarbonizing buildings. With this case study, we are going to look at the key outcomes, policies, and enablers for decarbonizing buildings from a society level or from a government level. What sort of initiatives and policies can be put in place? So let's have a deep dive into this. Okay, so we look at the 2022 UK Parliament report on the progress in reducing emissions 2022. So the link is in the previous slide as we saw. So we're looking into the monitoring map for buildings. So we have the building emissions to fall by about 55% by 2035 compared to 2019 data. So we have on the left the key outcomes: energy demand in buildings, increased energy efficiency, uptake of heat pumps, and also low carbon heat networks and other heat. And then you have the key enablers to be upscaling of workers and installers, public engagement, bringing green products as part of finance, and building information systems with smart meters as an example, and other digital and data enablers and planning. And you have the key policies: building standard to the demand reduction by funding policies for smart meters as an example. You have the low carbon heat, which again you have funding for the public sector as an example, and other fuels such as piloting of hydrogen in buildings. You have the public engagement, building information, governance, and other enablers. So overall, in terms of the key contextual factors, you have the socioeconomic based on the household poor poverty example, minimizing the income, the amount of income or net income used to pay for energy bills. And also you have the availability of buildings for people within the country. So, in terms of reduction of the greenhouse gases in buildings, these are some of the policies, key enablers, and the expected outcome for reducing building emissions by about 55% by 2035 compared to 2019 data. Okay, so in another view of the same 2022 progress in reducing emissions to the UK Parliament, then you have the implementation schedule or timeline. So at the bottom of this page, we have the key, so the different colors from planning to a decision stage to legislation to implementation and heat and building strategy outcomes. So these different colors, as we go up, we see from implementation, you have from 2023 through to 2026, and the key outcomes expected by 2030, the planning phase and the key decisions which have to be made from 2022. So as you move from the planning and decisions, you see the key topics of energy efficiency right there, and low carbon heat to heat pumps, heat networks, and hydrogen. And again, showing which of these initiatives are at the planning phase and when is expected to be implemented, the time period, and also what are the key outcomes expected to be achieved by 2030.